no matter how perfect a man is, if you have to spend the rest of your life with them, if you have to spend the rest of your life with him in a place together, raising a child, you are going to have to do more work than the male. Full stop. Period. That is it. That is all. There's no if, there's no ands, there's no buts about it. That is a fact. That is from the moment that that seed is starting to grow, you are already giving your energy to that child, to that embryo, to that fetus, to that existence. So you are already giving your energy to the existence of that entity. And so the woman will have to do more work. And if we let that be a truth and not an option, not a maybe, not a possibly. If we had let every woman on the earth know that is the fact, and not and let them understand it's not a little bit of work. Having a baby is not a little bit of work. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, it is a lot of work on every plane of existence. Having a baby is a lot of work. It is a resource intensive job. From the moment that entity exists as an existence in your body to the moment you pass away, that existence will it will take from you. It will take from you. You will give and you will give happily, but you will be giving and it will take from you. And so sometimes that giving will feel good, sometimes it will not. And if as long as we all understand that as a truth, then I feel like women would be less enthused about on taking that mode of action. I know, and I feel like men know this. I feel like men know this. They know that it's a lot of work, but they just like to gaslight us into thinking that it's not a lot of work. That's just taking care of a baby. Oh, it'll be a breeze. It'll be a breeze. It'll be, don't worry about it. You'll be great at it. You're made for this. You're made for this. They just love saying that. They just love it. And that's why they like you to get pregnant young too, because one, you do have more energy when you're young. I had my kid when I was quite young and it was not as bad. It felt not as bad, but I didn't have an imagination of what my life could have been had I not chosen that. Again, absolutely. And as everybody will say, no regrets. My child has taught me so much. It was an excellent learning experience, but I learned a lot. He taught me a lot, and that's why I have one, and that's it for me. And that's it for me. That's it for me. I don't care to experience that lesson again. It will be different. So my son's father, shout out to him, helped inspire this channel because he's a narcissist, him and his mama. I always thought that raising my kid was a lot of work because my son's father, was barely there. But in hindsight, I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about how I raised him as a single mom versus how I raised him now that I'm married and I do have a husband who is attentive, who is, there, who is all the things you ever want in a person and a husband, in a person. It's I still do the same amount of work. I still do the same amount of work. My son, he's older now. He's they don't need, now that he's older, he doesn't need a lot of work, but the same amount of energy I put into mothering to making sure he does his homework, making sure he has what he needs, and making sure, he just being a mother. And not to say that that's all those things a father shouldn't do. A father should also do all those things, but it's it's just now the kid has two people doing those things versus one. It's a little less pressure coming off of you as a parent to know that you have backup, or know that you don't have to just know that you have backup, because it's if a man and a woman are both equal, are both as attentive as they're supposed to be over their child, the amount of pressure, the amount of work that you put that goes into rearing that child doesn't really decrease. It just expands. It doesn't decrease, it expands. It's just when the more adults a child has in their life, the more perspectives of adulthood that child gets to see. But as a parent, not as a mother or as a father, but as a parent, there's a base level of attentivity. There's a base level of of parenting, of energy that goes into parenting that cannot go any lower. That can't go no lower, no matter how many partners you have. It's that there's a base level of that's your child, so you have to do to be a good parent. You can just be an absent parent, sure, but if you are a parent in a child's life and you are a good person and a good with morals and integrity, and you want the best for this other human that you are raising, you want the best for them. There's a base level of effort and energy that goes into that child rearing. No matter if you are a man or a woman, you are a good parent. There is a base level of energy that goes into rearing that child. So having a second parent there doesn't that doesn't make having a child a less energetic or resource intensive task for a woman. For a man as well. Again, if you are a man, there's a certain level of energy that goes into child rearing. If you are going to be a good, present, healthy, authentic, good father, you should also know when the doctor's appointments are. You should also know what size the baby's clothes are. You should also know the teacher's names. You should also know when the parent teacher conferences are. You both will know these things. And so it's it doesn't, when you get a partner, it doesn't actually lower your burden of effort. It still is a large burden of effort to have a child. And that is, I just feel we need to understand that as not as a woman, but as a good, decent parent, and as a woman, but again, that just the whole physical 9 months part, that's a distinctly woman part, not just a parent part. That's a distinctly woman part. So we have that parent part, and then we also have the woman part, the womb part, the physical part, and all of that is a lot of resource intensive effort for bringing a child from spirit world into existence here on planet Earth. It's a lot of work, and then raising it to be a good and whole human. It's a lot of work. Period. Whew. So I don't know. So I just came to that realization.